Hello and welcome to another art chat. This time we are going to be looking at everything that I made during the month of April. I got that right. um, let's start with these clay bits because I have no idea. I don't remember when I actually worked on these, and I worked on them over a couple of days. So we'll just go into it. So these are all air dry clay pieces. I have a tub of Crayola air dry clay that I got at Michael's. I think it was over the holidays, Christmas time. Yeah, and it's really fun to work with. So you can see on the back, I made indents for some little pins that I have, but I ran out of, oh my gosh, crazy glue. I ran out of crazy glue. So you can see some of these. This one didn't survive its first wear, but let's take a look. So this one is a little tube of designer gouache, Winsor & Newton, based off of Winsor & Newton, of my favorite green color. So that one, I need to add more crazy glue to all of these so that they actually stay so that I can wear them. But how cute is that? Just going to do these randomly. This is a can of PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. It's Ray's favorite. A turntable. I made that one for Ray. This is probably my least successful one, but this is Ray's mixer that he uses to mix music. Just a cute little coffee cup with a strawberry on it. A strawberry. Can't tell. And if you don't know, I am obsessed with strawberries. So another strawberry, and while we're on strawberries, a pink strawberry, a green pencil. I think that's very cute. A little lemon with a smiley face. And an avocado. Because why not? I also made, and bourbon, a bottle of bourbon. The bourbon got worn off. So anyway, it's a bottle of bourbon, a pin. And I also made a bourbon bear, which I'll see if I can find a picture. But I gave it to a friend because I made it for him. So there we go. Okay. I'm back. So let's, I have these mostly numbered in order. So let's get into it. How do we do that? Make room, make room. This is my favorite Talons art creation sketchbook. This sticker is from Sophie McPike. Washi tape Sophie, sticker Intergalactic Peach Patrol. I think we've gone through these before. Intergalactic Peach Patrol, me, Sophie, Tink illustration, and just a cute sticker that my niece gave me. So that's that. And on the 1st of April, let me pull this up. My friend Susie and I went for a spa day. It was my very first time getting a massage, which was very nice. So we had a lot of time. We had about an hour before our massage was scheduled for, but we got to use the facilities. So there was a sauna and just like a nice relaxing room. So I brought my sketchbook and did some sketching on location there. That's Susie reading her book. We went for sushi before. Yeah, it was just really nice. On the 2nd of April, I got out my oil pastels, and this is based off of a photo that my aunt Anne sent me of her garden. So very nice. This was like, I don't even know if it took me 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't think it did. It's very, very quick, smushy oil pastels, but time doesn't matter. What matters is how fun oil pastels is. So based on another picture from my aunt's garden. Yeah. Very nice. So that was both on April the 2nd. Then on April, I have like a few things from the 4th of April. More oil pastel. This is just parchment paper for baking. This is also based on pictures from my aunt's garden. Also using oil pastel. And this is in the Strathmore Mixed Media sketchbook. I think it's the 500 series. Yeah. This is the lone thing that I did in here. But there is one that a couple things that I forgot to share in March, if if anybody's paying attention. But I really enjoyed doing these. So this I used acrylic ink. And I pulled up some live cams on YouTube, and this was at Bryant Park in New York, and it was people skating on a skating rink, and there's like a little tubing section, but I really had fun with those, just quick trying to capture people in real time. And then I pulled up the Kansas City Zoo penguin cam and the same thing, captured some penguins. Some skiers from various ski hills, live webcams. And then, I don't know, this is just a photo that I used as a reference. And then I think by this time I was petering out. So yeah, but this is just using, and then we saw that, which is still a fun spread. Yeah, it was really fun trying to capture. I think these ones are the most successful. Trying to capture just using ink, like one color ink. Yeah, that was fun. That was the 4th. And then also on the 4th, this is, maybe I did this one before the other oil pastel one, the one we just looked at. This is also from my aunt's garden. I think that's very pretty in oil pastel. And on the 5th, I felt like, what was I doing here? I was doing some composition studies based on photos from my Google Photos. So I was going to just leave them as sketches. Like I did the sketches in pencil for plein air, I need to get better at sketching, like plotting in where the different elements and everything go. So that's what the practice was, what I practiced with. And then I just used color pencil to color it in, and I think it's cute. On the 6th, we had an art hang party, and we did landscapes. And instead of doing them in my little sketchbook like I normally do for art hang party, I used this one, and I used watercolor. And these were 5 minutes. 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. You can probably read that better than I was just reading my own page. 5, 7, 7, 5, 10. So 5, 5, 7, 7, 10. Yeah. This was a fun day. I love doing the fast watercolors with, I like doing fast landscapes with watercolor. I think they're very good. And they look like nothing when I'm doing them. Like they just like, I feel like I'm failing at capturing the image, but now looking back on them, they definitely look like the landscapes in the reference photo. This spread I also worked on over a couple of days, and I didn't date it because just whenever I did it, it was a Friday when I started it because I was sitting on the couch. And yeah, so just a nice little patchwork quilty thing. And then I have on the 8th, it says 8, Miami 8. We did a art disco live stream on Ray's Twitch channel, and I painted, I'll show you, this sunset from Miami from our friend's condo. It's a photo that they took, and it was the view from their balcony, and they're moving to Argentina from Miami. So I thought I would paint that for them as a little going away present, which they appreciated. All right. On to the 11th of April. Can you believe it's May? I can't believe it's May. What the heck? All right. On April the 11th, we had an art hang over on Sophie McPike's Patreon Discord channel, and we did life drawing. So these are all 30-second blind contours, which is where you just look at the reference photo and you don't look at your page. So they are quite fun. They are quite fun. These are all 1 minute sketches. And when I do life drawing, not that I do a lot of it, but every time I've done it and continue to do it, I like using the different color pencils and then kind of letting the figures overlap. I think it's fun. Also 1 minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Positioning of some of these ones is quite unintentional, but very entertaining. And then 5 minutes. We ended with 5 minutes. I think this one's really cute. I really like how I added the pink for like a bit of blush and highlights. And I think the shadows on that are good. All right, that was the 11th. Now on to the 13th. I also think like I would have done some of these, the clay things in between like these days where there's nothing, but anyway, it was an art hang party day. And this week we did fish. So the fish were fun. Fish were really fun. So we did these all at 2 minute timers, which was fun. So I used my black Pentel Pocket brush pen, and then I colored in with Neocolors. I think it was Neocolor. No, maybe pencil and Neocolors. There's a dog fight happening outside. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, so I still have fish reference photos. So we will do another fish day at some point. On the 16th, I was going to say we did another art disco, but I think I painted this on my own. This is based on a photo that my friend Susie took. I think it was last summer. I think we're going to go visit this sunflower field this summer. But I used acrylic ink and color pencil in Neocolor 2s. And yeah, I think this is pretty. Pretty. 16. Back to this guy. The 17th. Back to my 100 people painting project. These are numbers 78 to 82. So I'm getting up there. I think these are the only ones that I did this month. But this was a little bit different because it was like a group photo, and I've never done a group photo drawing. So trying to make sure that all the different like things line up instead of just like drawing one person. Anyway, color pencil and brush pen is what I use there. On the 18th, because I had so much fun doing those quick landscapes with watercolors, I decided to do that again for my art time. And I just went to MapCrunch and pulled up some random views and captured them. And then 19th, this is Tobermory, Ontario, from a photo that I would have taken at some point in time when we were there. And I used gouache. I actually used the gouache that I have dried in my travel palette, so my little metal tin. I wanted to see if I could use it when I go out for plein air painting, which I am really hoping that I can do again soon, because it's enough of this cold weather nonsense. All right, that's that. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Here we go. And then on the 20th, for the art hang party, because the figure drawing that we did just before was so much fun, I decided to do that theme for art hang party. And I followed the same formula that we did before. So starting with the 30 second blind contours, And then 1 minute, again with the different colors, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. And I do have a board on Pinterest filled with references for life drawing or figure drawing, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think we did all of the rest of those 2 minutes. So that's fun. It's so fun. It's so fun. Okay. 22nd was Art Disco, and I did this one on stream. So this is based on a photo that I took. I love mining my photos for references. So this is a photo that I took in Joshua Tree in California when my sister and nieces and I went to visit our brother and his family. So I think that's very good. I used acrylic ink and color pencil in Neocolors. And I'm very happy with how those shadows came out. Very cool. And then because I still had a lot of time, we still had a lot of time on our live stream. I think I finished that in about an hour. So I still had lots of time. So I pulled out my sketchbook and I had another reference photo that I was going to paint. So I decided to do that and put it in my sketchbook. And I did this with oil pastel. And I think the sky is Neocolor. Yeah. A combination of Neocolor and color pencil, I think. Yeah. So that is also Joshua Tree, but just looking out over the desert. So good stuff. So those. I feel like there's big gaps here, but that's okay. That's okay. On the 29th, like I feel like there's a whole week missing, but anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, as Bob Ross says. On the 29th, we did Art Disco, and when we first started Art Disco for maybe the first year of it, no, not quite. The first at least 6 months before I got brave and used paints. I was using acrylic paint marker, not that paint marker is not paint, but I was doing this more graphic style. And so I decided to come back to it because I thought it would be easier, but it wasn't. It was actually harder than painting with acrylic or gouache live on stream, just because the lines are so precise. So I have to be careful. I find my head is more down looking at my paper than reading in the chat and everything like that. But anyway, this is my grandmother's garden. You may be familiar with this setting by now, but it's fun. I think it's an acid trip in my grandma's garden. I think it's good. Okay. Oh yeah, that's so okay. So I did this one the day after I did these ones. So this was the 28th, which was a Friday, which I had also been doing a lot of illustration work for a client. And so my art brain was pretty fried by Friday, and I almost didn't make any art. I almost just plopped down on the couch and started to watch more Ted Lasso. But I'm glad I didn't, because I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled through Pinterest, and then I saw these little houses all colorful lined up. So I grabbed my Neocolors and 5 minutes got them down on paper. Happy it's in here. And then I still had a little more art juice in me, so I got my Sailor Fude fountain pen out. So that's the one that has the weird kind of angle on it, and just did this as a single line drawing. And then I didn't want to do more houses, so I saw a nice little still life flower vase in a flowers in a vase, a bouquet in a vase, and scribbled that in. So that was fun. And then my sister and niece came over, had a little sleepover. And this actually, so yeah, I did this in the morning while we were having coffee on the 30th. And it was based on art prompt from Sophie McPike's Patreon, where the instructions were to wash the page in color, and then do a negative painting of items found around your house. And so I had some tomatoes and clementines. So I set up my own little still life, and I used my brush pen to just kind of put in the shadow around everything. I don't think I quite filled the brief, but I love this. I really like it. I think it's fun. And I'm actually prepping more pages in my new art creation sketchbook, because I finished this one. Yeah, and for this week's art hang party, we're going to be doing some travel photos based on from my old previous vacations. So I'm going to prep all my pages like this, and I'm just going to use the brush pen to make it hopefully look like that in 2 minutes. And then I was explaining to my niece how carbon paper works. So I made a little stencil of this flower that she had on her phone, and was showing her how to trace it out. And then I colored this in. So that's fun. That was also on the 30th. And that's the end of this sketchbook. Sticker, Intergalactic Peach Patrol, Sophie McPike, Intergalactic Peach Patrol. Yes. So that is a finished sketchbook. February 7th to April 30th of this year. You've seen everything recently in there, but I will do a tour. And then this one I also finished on the 30th, July 2021 to April 30th. So also just finished Lee Ellickson, and that's it. So last spread in here, I took this photo on our morning walk, and this pink tree is just starting to bloom. So they're like little pink buds on a really nice green leafy, kind of big bushy tree. So just really fast watercolor. My niece looked over. She's like, "Did you just do that in 5 minutes?" Yep, I did. And then this is that same photo again of the flowers. So I sketched that out and made a mess of it. Had a couple iterations. I was only doing watercolor, and it was really pretty. There's nice like blue purple gradients in the flower. And then I added in this dark green background, and it looked like a hot mess. So then I went back in with Neocolor on the flowers, and then Neocolor on the background, and I wet that. So that is what it is, but it finished my sketchbook. So this is the one, this is my watercolor sketchbook that we had a peek in my 2-year progress video. Did we finish this one? We did, right? We did not, right? We did not. Okay. So I think I missed a few, but we'll come back. Yes. All right. I will also pop up a digital version of this painting. So Melanie Chadwick has a Substack. Please go and follow her on there. Also follow her here on YouTube because her channels, her content everywhere is fantastic. And she had a photo of this little llama in a field. So I first digitally drew it. I made a little illustration, and then I wanted to add it in my sketchbook. So here's this guy. On the 24th, I opened Pinterest, and the first photo I saw was this duck. So here he is in my sketchbook. I use gouache and pencils in Neocolor too. Not a lot of pencils, but on the 26th, our landscapers in our building landscapers repotted we've got these like big giant pots that sit on either side of our front door for our building. And they were looking really pretty because it was all fresh and springy. So I took a picture and scribbled them in here. So this is brush pen with a Neocolor 2 background, and then this is Neocolor 2 with a brush pen background. So I think that's fun. The 27th, we had another art hang party, and we did coastal landscapes. So this page is all 1 minute, and this side I did with Neocolor. I thought I would start scribbly, but I really wasn't feeling that. So then I quickly moved over to doing all watercolor. Yeah, so those were 1 minute, and then the rest we did 2 minutes. So I cut these ones smaller because I wanted to be more economical with my paper. But I think they're cute. And then these two were also 2 minutes, but I decided to do full pages for them, which was a lot harder. I don't know if that's a surprise, but I didn't have time for the sky on this one, and I'm very kind of happy that I left it as is. Yeah, so that is the month of April. Right, I'm supposed to pick a favorite in these videos, aren't I? Well, the sketchbook is a favorite, but is it Grandma's Garden? Is it Joshua Tree? Is it Sunflowers? Is it Miami? It's not that. I think, yeah, let's go with the feels like a cop-out. Or is it my strawberry pen? Or is it my gouache pen? I think that's pretty stinking cute. Creative talent, not talent. What am I saying? Execution wise, I'm gonna go with this painting. This sunflower painting will be my favorite of the month. And yeah, that is all of the art that I made during the month of April. And I thank you so much for following along on my journey as I continue to learn and paint and draw and scribble and make art friends. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with art and art friends. All right, so that is my month of April, and I hope that you enjoyed my little recap. Let me know if you have a favorite of mine from this month, and let me know what your favorite thing that you did or made in April was. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.